So I wanted to do a video on something else today, but this has been on my mind all day and I think it's important that we talk about it. So today I want to do a video talking about my thoughts, my views, my unpopular opinions on gun control. Because for the most part, what I notice people on the internet saying is that there is one majority that says ban all guns and the other majority that says we need guns, we need more guns to protect ourselves. And for me, I don't know if either of these are the right answer. What I believe is that guns do not kill people. People with unrestricted access to guns kill people. Like, I don't think banning all guns is gonna be the right answer, because the reality is that if you ban all guns, the criminals are not gonna care if all the guns are banned. They're still gonna have guns. Especially in the US, where there are so many guns out there. Like, in a perfect world, it would be nice to just be like, yo, let's get rid of all the guns. But in reality, it's completely unrealistic. But then what annoys me on the other side is that people say, no, we deserve these guns to be able to protect ourselves, but every single time there is a shooting, and there have been a lot of shootings, never has anyone had a gun or used a gun to be able to protect themselves. So it's like I keep hearing these arguments on both sides, and it's like both of them are wrong. And then something that really bothers me is when I see politicians come on TV every single time after these shootings, and they give their condolences, they say their hearts go out to the families of the victims. And that's great and all, but I'm gonna be real, that doesn't change anything. Like, I don't want to come on here and just make a video saying how it makes me sad, because I know there's enough people making videos talking about how bad this is, but honestly, I just wish, like, when I see something like this, I don't think about the problem, my brain just automatically tries to find solutions. And it's a very complicated problem here, and it's gonna have a very complicated solution, and I'm not a politician. I have no power. I'm one guy with a voice. But all I know is something needs to change. Whether it's one extreme or the other, we can't keep doing what we're doing right now and expecting a different result. And I would be okay with easy access to guns if the right people would have the guns at the right times. But something needs to change, because right now it is way too easy for criminals to get guns. Like, there's literally a terrorist watch list where anyone on that list, they're not allowed to fly in a plane, but they can legally purchase a gun. And here's the thing, a country's #1 job, their #1 duty, is to keep the people safe. Why do those people have the right to the Second Amendment? That makes no sense to me. Would that make a huge difference? I don't know. I haven't tested it out, but I can't imagine that doing more harm than good. And it's just amazing, because we have such restricted access on so many other things in this country, and guns is not one of those things. Like, I'll give you an example, okay? Let's pretend I want to go to a store and buy Sudafed because I have a stuffy nose. I can only buy one box of that stuff at a time, because if I have too much of it at a time, it might be dangerous for my health. So if I go into a store and I try and buy 2 boxes of Sudafed and 12 guns, the person at the cash register is gonna look at me and go, yeah, nice try. Those 2 boxes of Sudafed? I don't think so. That's a danger to your health. God forbid you have more than 4 of them in 24 hours. You might overdose. But when it comes to the 12 guns I'm trying to buy, they just want to know if it's cash or credit. And then when a terrorist manages to get a gun legally, people act like that's hard to believe. Like, it's hard to get a gun in this country. Okay. But instead, news stations would rather talk about the ethnicity of the person who did the shooting. That's what, like, their main focus is on for the most part. And just to clarify, when I say terrorist, I'm not talking about just people from the Middle East. I'm talking about anyone who has a gun and starts mowing people down. It seems like every time that there's a shooting, if the shooter was Middle Eastern, they call him a terrorist and they blame his entire religion. If it's a black guy, they call him a thug and they blame his entire race. And then if it's a white guy, they call him mentally ill and he was like a lone wolf or something. All of these people are terrorists, they're all thugs, they're all psychopaths. What it comes down to is every single time there's a shooter like this, we need to stop glorifying them, we need to stop posting their face, their name, giving them any glorification at all, because every time you do that, you're inspiring the next person to do the same thing. And then what really bothers me, after one of these shootings go down, I'll go on social media and everyone just talks about how they lost all their faith in humanity. And I'm just thinking, shut the hell up. Just because 0.1% of society is sick in the head, you're gonna let that ruin your view on the entire human race. Anytime that you say I lost faith in humanity, or you express hatred in any way, that's when a terrorist wins. I'll say it again, that is how terrorism wins. Anytime you choose to flee towards hatred rather than love. And maybe the fact that I'm saying this with an angry tone is kind of ironic, but it's because I fucking care. Like, what I take away from these situations personally is that I have to value every day that I am alive. It inspires me to make every single one of these videos as if it's my last. It makes me want to appreciate the relationships I have with my friends, my family, all of the people that I care about more than ever. And I refuse to live in a society where I'm afraid to live my life because I've already accepted the fact that I'm gonna die someday anyway. And when I die, I'll ask myself, am I proud of what I accomplished? And I wanna be able to say yes. That's the mentality I have when I hear about these shootings. It just makes me value life so much more. So guys, I have two questions for you today. Number one, what is your view on gun control? And the other question I wanna ask you guys, because I don't want this to end on a negative note, I wanna know, are you proud of what you've accomplished in your life? And if you're young and you haven't really accomplished what you're trying to accomplish yet, what's one thing that you want to accomplish before you die? Leave your answers in the comment section down below. But yeah, I put a poll at the beginning of this video. I asked you guys, do you support gun control? If you want to rewind the video to the beginning and vote in that, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. But if this is your first time ever watching one of my videos and you don't hate my face, feel free to subscribe because I make videos similar to this every single Monday. And guys, that is really all I've got to say on it. So thanks for watching and I will see you guys next Monday. Peace.